What's going on, everybody? It is Starlight Alliance Man here, and today I'm going to be discussing the NG models A321 that I just received. It's in the American Airlines livery. The registration is November 144 Alpha November, and unfortunately it came broken. It's not the only NG model. It's not the only model, of course, that I've ever received broken, but this one kind of took a step further, and I'll show you, what was up with this model. It wasn't just a simple gluing process. That is something that you can easily solve. It's basically a video about how NG models really is not the only manufacturer that seems to not understand the gluing problem, and also the fact that there has been seemingly an increase in model defects. And just having slight issues that come up relatively frequently. It's kind of a thing now where, the next time you buy a model, it's like, well, wait, I better make sure it's not broken. So it's just, exposing maybe some of the issues that that model manufacturers, seem to have. I'll show you what's wrong with my American A321 here. You can see if I were to take this out of the box, it would completely fall apart. But you can see there, just kind of the shot of it, you can see the front landing gear wheel isn't even on. So I'm going to take this out of the box very carefully and show you what this model, how it arrived. Okay, so I've just opened the box, and you can see the model, how it arrived, in absolutely terrible shape. So not only is this wing detached, this left wing here, you can see it's not attached to the model, but this right wing, if I were to move that as well, it easily comes off straight away. So clearly a problem there. And although that I'm easily able to input that wing back into the model, the same thing I could do onto this left one as well. Even though that is a common issue you see in a lot of models these days, the front landing gear wheel right here, this little guy is really a big problem. To receive a model like this, which obviously came out of their Chinese factory, maybe after some shipping mistakes or something like that, to have it travel all the way from there, the wings kind of make sense, right? These have to be glued onto the model. Usually you can see evidence of the glue somewhere in there, and you can just kind of peel it back on there without any big deal. It's probably not going to show any issues with it. But this guy here is not the front landing gear, right? Like if I were to move this and take the wings out of the equation here, I'll just move that guy as well. You're basically shipped this fuselage, and the tail is on, everything else is just fine, really. The antennas are on, which is pretty surprising. I think that one might be missing actually, which is also a shame, but not as big of a shame as the front landing gear. To me, this is a big problem. So the fact is that it wasn't just this front landing gear that, the entire front landing gear was disconnected and you could kind of glue that back in. It was specifically this wheel here, which is really not that easy to glue back on. And you would have to be very specific when you have to do it. The same thing goes for the wings as well. You can't just easily glue this back in without being pretty careful. But again, the fact that we receive models that, in this case is not Gemini Jets quality, it's actually a little bit higher than that. There's of course been issues with Gemini Jets in their quality control. But this time with NG, to receive an NG model that I paid, $44 for, right, at least, and then you have to pay the shipping, of course. To pay that money and receive a model like this that came in this kind of condition, where you're basically just sent a fuselage, and you've got to glue everything else back together, some of which is not ideal to do so. I mean, the wings kind of make sense, but the front landing gear is really not something, the wheel itself, just the wheel piece is not really meant to do that. And also the missing antenna as well, which I realized was also something else that wasn't even in the box. I checked for it for at least 5 minutes. I was searching for it and couldn't find it. So, to receive a model like that and just having to kind of redo it and just redo the entire process, quite frankly, it's fairly unacceptable. I don't see why there is such an issue with manufacturers. I think there should be more disclosure from them maybe, and maybe something from them that says, we're not able to make all the models that you guys asked for. We're going to have to cut down on that to give us time to make, high quality ones at least. but just less of them. That would be totally fine. That could be something they could do. Maybe just more open communication about some of the issues they've been having. There's no secret that a lot of, Gemini Jets most notably, but some other manufacturers as well, there's always been small defects. But to be in this day and age, you pay the highest prices. You are in 2020. Yes, it's coronavirus. Yes, there's other issues. But I think just disclosing the fact that, there seems to be a relatively decent chance now that, the model you receive is not going to be in the shape that you expect, is something that needs to be addressed. So that's really what this video is about. I don't want to really complain too much about NG, the company itself. I think they are very respectable. The same thing goes for Gemini Jets. They really have no real, huge problems. I mean, some of them are fairly notable, of course. Similar to problems like these where, it really angers collectors because of the price that we pay. But, aside from that, they've at least, produced so many good models, right? And over the years, and they've always been, they are producing models for us and kind of letting us, enable to do, to enjoy our passion, right? So, in that respect, you can't take that away from them. But if they want to keep up the quality, if they want to continue to be known as, a high-rated, high-quality model manufacturer, they need to keep it up. And maybe some changes can be instituted. I'm sure there's much more to the story here, not only with NG, but other manufacturers as well, that we just don't know enough about. But although simple gluing stuff can be something that is easy to do, it's not exactly needed. It really shouldn't be something that we have to do for the money we pay, for the type of models that we're buying. These are meant to be high quality, not just pieces of plastic, like Skymarks that we just glue together. So just little stuff like that that I think should be addressed. Again, not hating on Gemini Jets or NG. I think they're both great companies. I think they have produced fantastic models over the years. They have enabled, like I said, for us collectors to just enjoy, share our passion in other ways that we love to do. And so for that reason, they're always going to be in my heart as just great companies, But when I receive a model like this, it just makes me want to think, wow, I mean, is this really where we are in 2020 for the amount of money that I pay? It's something to think about. So let me know if you guys have had any similar issues. I know for a fact that a lot of you probably have, at least once or twice, had issues like these, and so that's why I'm making a video on it. So I want to get a little discussion going. Let me know what you guys think about the issue. I know it's kind of a controversial topic, so I'm just putting my word out there because I am not the only one for sure that receives a model like these. And I want to thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.